from the red zone now. Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Montgomery is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love now. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st down, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third and 2, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Jacobs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 36 yards. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on third, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. On 4th down, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on second down is gone.
That is caught by Laporta.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick from 17 yards out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's taken in by Watson. Now inside the 25. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half, Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.